3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Hello there, welcome to another exciting episode of We Talk, your go-to source for the latest news and events happening in and around Windhoek. I am Aurelia Africana, very much thrilled to be with you guys today. And as you know, we are celebrating Namibians Independence Day tomorrow. Guess what? We are turning 35, and I must say we really are thankful for the fighters, for the people that fought for Namibia's independence. But before we do get carried away with the celebration of Namibia, we will head into Talk of the Town right after a short commercial break. So do stay tuned.
Tourismus is a TV show that explores various tourist destinations, providing viewers with in-depth coverage of locations, events, and experiences. The show presents detailed insights into destinations, cultural highlights, and travel tips to engage both local and international audiences.
Roy Muller at the Namibia Scientific Society in Windhoek presented the scientific evidence who non-institute leaching for uranium mining should be allowed in the Stampriet area.
The name's Roy Miller. I was Director of Geological Survey many years ago, and I, together with our group, the Zalma group, we've been objecting to uranium mining in the aquifers, the drinking water aquifers of the Stampriet Occlusion Basin. This talk today was one of many giving scientific information on the basin itself, on the water itself, and pointing out all the problems that already exist in the basin, as well as the problems that mining, in situ leach mining of uranium, which is the only mining method that can be applied, would have on the drinking water. And that method dissolves uranium. Uranium is in the drinking water aquifers. As it stands at the moment, it doesn't move anywhere beyond the ore body, but if you start mining it, it can migrate many kilometers out of the mining area into the rest of the drinking water, and that is what we have to prevent. And we need to persuade authorities in government, the decision makers in government, that this process cannot be allowed to go ahead.
The Bengalan Conservation and Research Foundation was out at Eagles in Windhoek near Avis Dam over the weekend.
Hi everyone, welcome to World Pangolin Day. My name is Kelsey Prediger and I am the founder and executive director of the Pangolin Conservation and Research Foundation. Today we are here at Eagles Beer Garden and Avis Dam, where we're hosting a fun run 5K for the family, and we've got a lot of fun things going on all day long. So the 5K is through Avis Dam. Well, you'll have the opportunity to be immersed in nature. And it is habitat you could find a pangolin if people weren't here. And then we've got that followed with lots of fun activities for the kiddies. So we've got a bounce house, face painting, we've even got fun facts and some quiz competitions for the kids to learn more about pangolins. And there's coloring and all kinds of fun stuff for the kids. So please come out, it's a family fun day. After the kiddie stuff in the morning, we're going to transition into some fun live music in the afternoon, which is going to be wrapped up by a silent auction. The drumming is going to start at 3 o'clock with even a performance from our very own pangolin guardians from the Nine Eye Conservancy. The elves hit the stage from 4 to 6 o'clock, and then we will have the wrapping up of the silent auction, We've got some amazing, amazing stuff. Tickets from Fly Namibia, we've got Gondwana, Ultimate Safaris, Grootberg Lodge, Habitats, lots of hampers, and we even have some very own PCRF experiences that would offer you an insight into our work in the Nine Eye Conservancy. So be sure to come out. The bidding starts this morning and it wraps up at 6 o'clock tonight, where we'll announce the winners of the auction. And then after we do that, we've got the yesterday coming to play from 6:30 to 7:30 to wrap up a fun-filled day. So there's fun for everybody. There's a pool the kids can swim in. We've got picnic blankets. It's going to be a really fun day.
At the Regional AIDS Coordinating Committee breakfast held over the weekend in Windhoek, the Chief Health Program Officer Hamuniela highlighted Coma's impressive 98% HIV treatment coverage and 91% viral load suppression. The region also records the highest TB cases in Namibia, that stands at 15%.
HIV treatment, as a region, we have people on HIV treatment, and we are standing at 98%, which is a good one. We also provide services like outreach services, multi-month dispensing of antiretroviral treatment, and we also have some groups of people living with HIV in our communities, which is really just helping us to decongest the facilities. We have teen clubs, we have Menster services that is taking place in our facilities. And we also offer TB screening as well as treatment. And just to take note, Comas region is still reporting the highest of TB cases, and it's accounting for 15% of the country's TB cases. We also have PHC services, immunization, family planning, disease-based screening, BP check, and so forth. We work with stakeholders, which is including the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Home Affairs and Safety and Security.
Debmarine Namibia CEO Willie Martens shared the impact of sustained reduced global demand for natural diamonds for jewelry on Namibia's leading diamond recovery enterprise.
If you look at what we plan to produce in 2024, we plan to produce 1.854 million carats. We had to cut that production down and we produced 1.6 million carats. That is, if you look at it from 2023, that is about a 13% reduction. We are looking at reducing that further for the upcoming year, and that's the last slide, the last bar there. That's 1.5 million carats. That's what we are aiming to produce in 2025. Another 5% reduction. So that's almost a 20% reduction in the last 2 years or so. And obviously that hurts our bottom line. So if you look at the revenue side, in 38% reduction in revenue. So revenue is basically the carats times an exchange rate times the diamond price. So what was that reduction? So a 13% reduction in volumes, 38% reduction in revenue. So the difference between those two numbers are sitting in price. If you look at EBITDA, that's earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization. That's another 86% reduction. Now imagine just a year ago in 2023, we managed to get an EBITDA profit roughly of close to 7 billion NAM dollars. This year below $1 billion. Now that 1 billion that is sitting there is just a rounding. It's 951 million NAM dollars. And you can see how it translates into cash. We generated $4.3 billion of cash, NAM dollars of cash in 2023. For 24, 390 million. After that, we still have to, I didn't see any banks here. I saw Vivian here from ABSA. Yeah, we're financing the Benguela Jam with Vivian. So Vivian, if you can please make sure that this message gets there. So after generating that free cash flow, we still have to pay Vivian for the vessel.
And I hope you guys are informed about what's happening in and around Windhoek. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the celebration tomorrow, because for me it will be off day and I'll be home celebrating with you guys at home. But please do be safe and do what you need to do. But for our next segment, we will have a chat with Maria Brett. She is from Remopsis, 45 kilos from Khobawa. She will share her story, how she started her arts and craft that she sells to OMBA Trust. And through OMBA Trust, she could afford her house. So let's have a look how she weaves, how she does, and how she burns the ostrich to get to different colors. So do stay tuned.
So I gained a very sweet with 47 kilos. Wow. Hier is die werkbaarschool. Ik ben 2008 met OMBA arts begin werk. Ik was baie jong. Klein. Ja, tot vandaag doe ik het met OMBA. So, ons doen krachtwerk. So in verskillende ways. Ons kan met glasklare kraaltjies dit doen, of met die dood is iets wat nou is van die frustreers. Ja, is die toppies van frustreers. Ja, wanneer ons nou die colors, die kleuren uitbrand. So frustreers is iets wat wet is. Ons maak dit, dan brand ons dit. Ons kan enige kleur daar maak. Je kan grijs, wit, geel, bruin, so dit lijkt mooi. Om net die werk wat ons toch doen, kleurtjes te geven en een beetje mooi te maken. Zo, hier in een maand, zoals ik van 3 lappen kan werken, dan krijg ik mooi inkomsten van. Zo je een kost voor 700, je een maand, dus moet hij zijn 4. Zo is geldjes wat toch inkomt. Dat er ons wel variant. Met hierdie geldjes, ons stap met onze kindertjes. Met dit trek ons vir hulle aan, want is nie allemaal wat van ons wat social krams krijg van die government af. So, ons lewe van onze handjies, onze traditionele werke, wat ons toch doen. So, vandag het ek as Amara het ek een huis. Ek het sonder huis die program join, ek was in my ouders huis. So, vandag het ek my eie huis. Met my kinders. So, ek is by OMBA arts. En ons net van daar af, ons terug van daar af aan. So, ons is wel iets waar ek blij, dit is er waar nie ander gewerk nie. So, ons is baie daar met 2 skole, wat moet nou die inkomsten geven. So, ons nie die enigste waar daar is. Die meeste is nog by OMBA. So, ons is baie blij. So, OMBA werk met verskillende, allerlei beurten en mensen. Ook het in different groepjes. Waar ons voor praat is, ons voel of ons gaan bij elkaar komen. Ons voelt vandaag wat gelukkig van ons creatie. Ons kan voor ons iets zelf doen. Niet als je iets van jouw handen, van je soort af, je voelt gelukkig, dat is jouw. Oké, dank je.
And I must say, Mara really does have the craft. But she told me I can make time and go visit Trimopsis, and she will teach me how to do my own pieces for a living. But for now, our next segment, we will have a tour in the revamp building of Namibia Scientific Society, where one of the staff members took us through and explained what the different departments does, what you can find. So do have a look. I don't want to spoil it for you.
Changes very, very quickly. So as you can see, number one, we broke out this wall because this was just the area which was of no use in any regards. As I said in the beginning, it started with a whole revamp, and those who have been here before knew that when everybody was sitting here, you had the latecomer who had to come from the front. So everybody saw who was coming late. And we said maybe that's not the best of ideas. So we removed that door in the hall, and then we also removed the back door in the hall where the tech station is now, just so that we can actually use the hall appropriately and not make a plan. Because you couldn't get into the back office just to rent out the hall, because then nobody could work back there. So by moving the door, we had to change this facade quite drastically. This wooden floor used to be part of to allow the offices to remain offices and be off limit while people are here for a presentation or for a conference or for a meeting or whatever they have. We do rent out this hall. Organizations that partner with us do get a substantial discount because we feel that small organizations do not have the financial means to rent halls in the vicinity of $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 for a day. But we are very, very, very passionate about our wooden floor. So people coming to our hall, we ask with utmost respect to please respect our property. Because as I said, this building is over 100 years old because we respected this building. There's a whole display of books. These books can also be seen on our website. So we are very, very up to date and very active on our website. We've got a shop online where you can look into the books that we do have, the offer that we have, as well as the events and so on. As you saw before on the screen, we also are very active on the social channels to try and get the youth of Namibia to come here, to be part of it. We don't want to be exclusive. We want to give everybody a chance, which also means that you can be part of our WhatsApp channel. You just know, oh, there's a talk about an interesting topic that I definitely want to attend to, or there's an excursion or something. So we are trying our utmost best to get the word out there, but now we feel we need you to get it out there more. IUM, University of Namibia, all of that youth is the future of our country. We need them here. One thing that we're very, very happy about, which is usually very benign, is our new bathrooms. So this used to be a kitchen, then it was turned into an office, and now it has been turned into a bathroom. And also making sure that everybody has access to the facility by including a bathroom that is disabled friendly. Because our previous bathroom used to be up the steps, which obviously is not very friendly at all. As you can see, these used to be two buildings, so we call this the admin building, which we have now revamped. So the next part is the next building that needs to be revamped. The question of the financing came before. So we have been very, what do you call it in Afrikaans, it's suinig. We've been very careful with our funds. I'm keeping them together, investing them very wisely. And I'm happy to say the investments last year threw off a huge amount, and we said, okay, that's now the time that we need to take this and give this building some TLC because we want to maintain it for the next. So this bridge was added once we purchased this, and now we're going to go into the library part, so please do follow. So please come take a picture of this. This used to be the old bathroom. So this building, as you can see, the floor is still the old linoleum floor. This will be changed now. We're glad that we've got the builders out of that side, so now they can make some noise this side. This room is one of the collections that we are very, very proud of, because this was a private collection that the Scientific Society was able to acquire in 2018. It is worth $2.5 million, and we were able to raise those funds within half a year. Because there are a lot of members, here you can see the list of members, and some of them gave $10, and some of them gave $100, and some of them gave an Oryx. So every little cent helped, and again, because the funds were invested wisely and it was all transparent, the people were happy to give funds to this, because if we wouldn't have bought it, it would have gone to America, and then it would have been lost to Namibia. So you're welcome to have it there. Ja, das ist nicht geheim. Open to the public. Das geht darum, wenn die Leute aus den Büchern anfangen. So this wooden floor needs protection, so we added something which doesn't look beautiful, but it's practical. The shelves have been acquired over time, so So everybody who donated a shelf, we wouldn't say no, but that means that every shelf almost looks different. And I think it's now time that we make it perfect. So this it does help us, but now if Armin, who's currently busy digitizing maps, needs to work with maps, we need to carry in 2 tables, we need to make space, then he can work on the maps. And then if 3 people come in and want to do some research, then we need to take away the maps, we need to take away the chairs. So it becomes increasingly frustrating to work because it's always, okay, we can make a plan here, but we can't make a plan there. If you do follow me, this is what we call the general library. So this is residue from the first library that was founded for the then Southwest Africa. Remember what we said in the presentation? We were mandated to create a library for Southwest Africa because there was none. So this is just the residue that didn't have space in the library, and we have kind of a sentimental value to this because it's been there for so long. And if you follow me, we start going into the Namibiana collection, which then is only books Namibia related. So these are magazines, and you'll see there's magazines from 1936 and 1950, 1929, even down here. So we have been meticulously collecting the material and safeguarding it so that people can have access to it in the future. And now the important thing for us is all of these have been catalogued. So we know where it is, and that catalog is available online. So unlikely with the National Archive, our catalog is available online. So you're able to access the material, but you're not able to look into the books because we haven't digitized the material. So you can find the title and a short summary and some of the pictures about it. As we said in the presentation, we've got over 9,000 pictures that we've already digitized, over 500 maps that we've digitized, and over 90,000 that we've put in the Kaha database. And this is the second room, which is only Namibia-related publications. So as it was said before, we select and we safeguard books about Namibia, books by Namibians. So whatever we do, it's Namibia. And what I love to always show is this part is only on constitution material. And the oldest one is the Laws of Southwest Africa, 1927. So this is the works. We are actively collecting and purchasing books that are currently being published, but we also always with pleasure take the old books because we want to complement our library and make it as complete as possible. And as you can see, we're stacked still up there. And there's an entire room as big as the other one and a private vicinity because we don't have any space anymore. That's how far we've grown in 30 years. So we very urgently need to create new space. Little ones like this in here, and then they asked me where the dinosaurs are. So that for me is yeah, I can show them this place. We can try and answer the dinosaur question. But schools, we look into the right direction of grade 10s and up. The ones that are interested in Namibia, that are doing research, that have to do research projects for schools. Everybody's welcome all the time. We have several teachers phoning us, coming here quite regularly. We've even got teachers that look for new material that they can use in the classroom, where we get whatever we can hand out free of charge, we give to the teachers, because we feel if you've done the effort to come here, we need to give you something. And we give what we can.
And unfortunately, we have come to this week's We Talk episode. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned. And I hope that you will make a turn at Namibia Scientific Society and do sign up to be a member, because there are a lot of materials that one can learn from. But as you all know, our Fridays start today as the long weekend also started today, and indeed it is 2:45 Friday. So I hope you guys will be safe, have fun, and please drive the speed limit required for you. As we all know, we will be celebrating Namibia's 35th celebration. So don't forget to catch We Talk every Thursday on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. You can also watch it on oneup2.com. But until next time, it's bye from me.